you guys do with my opening dances? Hmm. It's so sad that you can't read this the right way. You had me at woof. You had me at woof. I have a new juice cup. I also have a new juicer. I went and got a. How you doing over there? You okay? She's eating a cow foot. Just the hoof. It's okay. No cows were harmed in the removal of their hooves. They were given prosthetics to replace them. Just kidding. That's a lie. The cow was dead. I didn't kill it. Don't blame me. I bought it. So we got a juicer. It's pretty exciting. I can make real juice now and drink it out of my You Had Me at Woof cup. Now, I was actually not going to use this cup to drink out of. I was going to use it to put my used brushes in. I have a thing, like, I like to wash my brushes. My brushes are all now nicely washed. My eye brushes, not my face brushes, because I'm weird about those. I don't really wash them. But I wash my eye brushes because I like these to be nice and clean. And it's because, like, the face brushes, it's essentially the same color you use from one to the next. I know that's not entirely true, but still, I do wash them once in a while, just not like these. I like to wash these. And I know in another live, people are like, we don't have to wash our brushes. Excuse me. We don't have to wash our brushes, because you just wash them off on a towel. And that's gross. I want them to be nice and pretty and white like that. That's what I want to see. So, and it's so quick. Seriously, all you do, you take this is the hubby cup, right? Take them all out, put them under running water, and then after they get wet, squeeze, like a good quarter size or so of Castile soap in the bottom, put a little bit of water in just to make a little bit of sudsy water. And I just take them like this many at a time. I just pat them down so they're the same height. And I just swirl them in the water and they come out completely clean. Then I rinse them off. I towel dry them. I stick them in here and let them dry. It's really easy and it takes like 5 minutes with all these brushes. Yeah, so you don't have to do that much. But anyway, I don't like when I use a brush, even though I clean it off, and I can use it again because I put it out in my little brush cleaner, which I should pull out because I'm probably going to use that. But once I do that, I kind of want to separate them. So I was like, well, I'll get this so I can separate them into here. But then I was like, Woot Makeup is here. Hi, Woot Makeup. That's not what I was like, but hi, Woot Makeup. And so I was like, well, I'll just go ahead and use this for my juice. I also have water as backup, but and then after that, I'll wash it out again, and then I'll maybe use it for actual juice, and then maybe I'll go back and get another one. But I did post about our little haul. The kid and I, Rainbow and I, we went shopping. She likes to go in the car. Rosh Martinez is here. Hi, how are you? And Miss Charlie is here. Hi, how are you? I started a little bit early because I'm tired. But also because I got a lot of stuff to talk about. So I'm like, I'll just make an excuse of going about half hour early. That way, anybody who's used to joining at 8 can still join at 8, but we'll kind of be going. And then they can go back and watch the beginning if they want to do that. So that's what I figured we would do. So thank you for joining us. How's it going, Miss Charlie? Got anything exciting going on? Sania Maltsev is here. Hi, welcome to our party. So anyway, I did the poll that you guys know that I did. Oh, Samir is here. I just made it rhyme. Samir is here. I like that. It makes me happy. I'm just drunk on lack of sleep. So last night, 30 minutes left of work, but at least you can hang out with me while you're at work. So last night, it was like sometime yesterday or maybe in the morning. I don't know when it was, but this sound started in our apartment that was like, and it was all day. And I had such a headache last night. It was really bad in the living room, and I was like, this is bad. I went in the bedroom. It was still there. I had to turn on the fan. It It was still there. I sent a message to the office at 2 a.m. and I'm like, is this the furnace? Do we have to listen to this? Because the furnace has just been switched on and whatnot. Do we have to listen to this all winter? They, fortunately, because I think I mentioned before, like when our door wasn't locking, it took them like 2.5 weeks to get out here, which is kind of bad because that was the door for outside on the patio that people can just or the balcony that people can just jump up. Anyway, so they sent somebody over right away this morning. I can't snap my fingers. I just washed them, so they must be still slimy. Not slimy, but like slippery. And so he came in and found the problem. It was like something that had been hit when we put the couch in and whatnot. And of course, we didn't know because we weren't running the furnace at that time. But I was so glad he got taken care of because I was like, I am not going to be able to live in this house. Like, I can't live in this apartment for the next few months if we're going to have to hear that. It was loud and obnoxious, and he was like, man, that is loud. And I was like, I'm glad I'm not just making it up because I know it's loud and it's obnoxious and it's horrible and it's breaking me. It's breaking me, man. Anyway, so I ran a poll and I said, what do you want to see? All right, so here's what we got. I got a bunch of goodies. I'll show you these guys and then we'll come back to them. So y'all know my love-hate relationship with BoxyCharm. More like, okay, Moxie, I'm gonna give you a break for sucking at your boxes because your sales are pretty good. And they have managed to introduce me to some brands that I haven't otherwise been introduced to. So okay, all right, Boxy. I'm actually gonna roll up my sleeves because I'm gonna need this for swatching. I'm like halfway between like, do I want a sweatshirt in the house? Do I not want a sweatshirt in the house? I don't know. I can't quite figure it out. So we did a little poll to see what you guys wanted me to do my 2 looks on. And I'll make sure that I start doing the looks around the time that I would normally come in, but I figured I'd go through all my stuff. These are the 2 palettes I got. This was, I think, my very first Boxy. They had this and they had the neutral, which is somewhere over here. Right here. Break my arm to grab it. This one, I was so mad that I got this one. I don't like the color story. I don't like it. You have on your robe at work? What kind of work do you do, woman? Never mind. Don't tell me that. Don't answer that. Anyway, so I use this. Yeah, I'm not super impressed. I don't know. It's kind of okay. It's kind of sucky, but whatever. But I was like, I really wanted this one. They didn't give it to me. I was a little butthurt. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to buy it. I'm not going to buy it because you didn't give it to me. I wanted it. You didn't give it to me. I'm not going to buy it. And then I bought it. But it took me months and months and months because that was like back in March. Hi, Makeup Diary and Salim Johnson. Okay, you work from home. Okay, cool. That's why you get to watch me. So it's cute. It's interesting. It's different. And I thought, well, we're going to try it. We're going to try it and see. I think this dark one is actually a blue. I haven't swatched it at all. But then this one, of course, was released. And I said, I know they're not going to send it to me. And sure enough, they didn't. So I bought it. I think they were both $9. It's so funny because the outer packaging really is not the inner packaging. It's so purple in here, which makes me happy. But I mean, there are the yellows and the golds and whatnot. But anyway, so we're going to try one of these. I will let you guys know which one won. Oh, and never mind. It's in the title. You know which one won. So like 30% of the votes were for this one and 60% for this one. And I knew that would happen, but I was kind of hoping it would be opposite because usually the rule that I make is I do 2 looks with one and then the other one, if I get 2, the other one then goes into my stash of what I'm going to be using. So the Natasha palette was a disappointment. The dark teal is beautiful, but the rest are not. Well, good to know. We'll see if I'm disappointed. I mean, it was $9, so it's not that bad. And then the Hydrating Complexion Trio from LMR. I grabbed this guy because I've heard so many people say, it's so good. And I'm like, it's face products. I just don't go that nuts for face products. Catherine Hack is here. Hi, welcome. to our party where we talk about stuff. Hi, I'm Priscilla, and I like to talk about stuff. That's like my introduction, but I always forget it at the very beginning because I always want to have people in when I say hi, I'm Priscilla, because it's kind of weird if there's nobody here yet to introduce myself to like no one, even though I'm talking anyhow, but still. I know people go back and watch it from the beginnings, but still, I'm just, it's kind of like, is that weird? Yeah, of course it's weird. Anyway, so the Alamar, this has gotten a lot of hype. This one and the blushes, right? Does anybody have this? Um, Miss Charlie, you have everything. You can tell me if this is any good. But I thought, well, it'll be another fun thing to try. So I grabbed that. I don't think I used the coupon on these. Did I have the coupon to use on these? I feel like I didn't have the coupon. Now I think I have a coupon to use between this month and next month. So I got to remember to do that. And then LYS list. I'm going to call it list because if ELF is called ELF, this is called list. That's my reasoning. We're going with it. I've heard other people call it list too. So I love the packaging. I think it's so fun to have that triangle. It's not necessarily space efficient, but neither are circles. So, I guess this works. Fluffy Smiles is here. Hi, I love your fluffy smile joining us. Anyway, so we got this bronzer. This is not a bronzer. This is a bronzer, but I guess it is kind of a bronzer because it makes me slightly more brown. I am realizing how much I have faded in the short time that I have not, been outside and whatnot a whole lot. It's cute. I like it. We'll see how it applies. I probably will not use the face products today because I probably won't get that far. But let me go ahead and swatch the Alamar. I feel like the Alamar is cheating for all the panners out there because it has like these super deep embossings. And so I'm like, well, that's kind of cheating. But let's see. So I'm swatching these out of order. Sorry. The dark one is here, the light one, and then or the medium one, and then the highlighter. So you have the bronzer and the blush palette, the Ace Beaute palette, and the List bronzer. The LYS List. I assume you have the darker one. I feel like this would just be, or do you have this one? I mean, you have that nice kind of medium tan. I feel like this would just be too light for you, so you probably have the darker one, but it's probably the same formula. I think this is the lightest. And I was like, because I always think I'm darker than I am. If I'm in the Caribbean, I get pretty dark. But alas, I am not. But I will be because we bought tickets for January. I'm so excited. We'll be back in Dominican Republic for a little bit. We can't get to Haiti. I'm really sad about that. Whole bunch of my students just graduated and they wanted me to be there and I couldn't. I was heartbroken. Yeah, I feel like a lot of times it's safe to go to the dark ones if you just use a light hand and you kind of, blend it out with powder. I think it's almost safer to go a little bit darker than you think you're going to be with powder products. I don't know, that's just me. Also with cream products, because cream products you can also really lighten those up quite a bit with stuff. So I feel like you can control the dark ones a little bit easier than the light ones. But some people think otherwise. So, but I think these are nice, and I think they're all quite different between the Liss and the Alamar. I think those are nice. So I'm not a huge complexion person, but I might become that. I know a few people have come in and welcome. I am not saying welcome to everyone because I miss you guys. Meaning I skip over you guys when I'm not looking at the screen all the time, especially once I take my glasses off. I'm going to show you guys this Lex next. If you noticed, I have some little fire burning over here. I got some candles. These are fun. I went to Walmart last week. I got the pumpkin spice. This is the mainstay. So that's like the Walmart version of Better Homes and Gardens or whatever. So it's like $3-4, something like that. And they're pretty nice. But I got this guy, and this is Better Homes and Gardens. And this is the warm leather amber. Oh, so pretty. And it's so pretty in that black container anyhow, in that glass. What do you use these for afterwards? What do you use candle holders for? I've got some cute little tins that I just finished up. One of them I'm still finishing up, but I have like 5 candles burning throughout the house. So hopefully the house does not catch on fire. But is anybody else like that, where like fall comes along and it's like, now it's time to burn candles? We didn't burn candles in the Caribbean because it heated everything up too hot. And you don't use candles for just fun. You use it for necessary things like when the electricity goes out, which happens a lot. But we didn't actually usually use candles, again, because it would heat things up. But we would have them handy just in case we needed them usually. So, but yeah, I think only a couple times we lit candles when it was like really extended, and we ran out of battery or something like that. Maybe our things are not charged anymore. So, okay, I'm going to show you the palette that I used last before the one I'm currently using. I've decided, a little bit of spoiler, I have decided that come 2022, I feel so old saying that, I'm going to be doing a declutter of at least one palette a month. And those will be palettes that I have used preferably 2 full times, meaning like 3 looks each time, three or 5 looks depending on the palette. And some of them will be more too. But this, I think, is going to be on the list. So this is the ColourPop Little Ray of Sunshine. It's boring. What can I say? It's boring. I burned candles too. I need a few more. I'm using my scent warmers right now in my office. I assume you mean smells like red hots right now. Ooh, that sounds good. I'd like to get a really good coconut scented one. I think I love the warmth of coconut, even though it's a tropical scent, but I really like it. There's another palette that I was thinking beats this one. Where is it? Not that one. Oh, is this other one? Let me see if I can find it. I think it was Juvia's Place, but I don't see it right here, so I'm not gonna I have things kind of precariously set. So anyway, this is it's all mattes. I got 3 when I first decided, hey, I'm gonna try ColourPop once I returned back to civilization, so to speak. Then I was like, oh, I'm gonna try ColourPop because I never had. That was last year, and so I just went to the sale and I was like, okay, let's see what it is, so I could get to know the formula and stuff. Not necessarily the best way to do it, but I probably should have just waited in general and then waited until there was something I really wanted. But then I would definitely be owning. I gotta take this off because now it's hot. I would be owning the Stone Cold Fox, which I still think is a beautiful palette, but I don't know that I need that many of those kinds of shades. So I still am kind of questioning, and I might just skip. I don't know. I really like it as far as a neutral, but yeah, we'll see. All right. So you guys have heard of my Ipsy drama. So Ipsy they sent them the wrong address and all this kind of stuff. So they resent one. It's supposed to be coming tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday, right? Yeah, maybe tomorrow or Friday. But in the meantime, I got the original one they sent to me. So now we're going to compare them and see how they are. So this is the little teeth, vampire teeth with the bright green tongue or whatever, pretty wicked. Woohoo, yay, great. I like the color. I like the black and the green. I think that's fun. Yeah, the saga continues. I know, right? Ipsy. But hey, this time at least, I can say I got my money's worth because I got a total of 3 glam bags, or I will have gotten a total of 3 glam bags for the price of 1 this month. They actually, I think, hopefully they sent me the right one, but this is the original right one they were supposed to have sent me, and it finally was forwarded to me. So this is what I got. I got the Murad Resurgence Retinol Youth Renewal Night Cream. I don't think I showed these to you guys before. Did I? Did I show you guys these on Sunday? I don't think so. I don't. This is, I have the other one with like the pump down thing. This is a little bit different. So I don't know if I'm going to keep it or not. But, that's the little tiny deluxe sample thing. You guys use this brand? I'm not a skincare person, so whatnot. It's all good. I think I might have shown you guys this on Sunday. Oh, I have bins. I have got these bins from dollar store for $1. Haha. And that way I can kind of keep my desk a little more organized. My husband will, he's a neat freak around here. He doesn't have to walk by my desk and close his eyes in order to keep his sanity. Anyway, so this is a cleanser from Chase and Rabbits. I'm pretty sure, didn't I show you these? Show you guys these on Sunday? I don't know. I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my memory. I'm old. Yeah, that's Murad. So, and a lot of people that like skincare do like them. So, yeah, whatever. But Chase and Rabbits, the Mindful Bubble Cleanse, I think I mentioned I'll give that to hubby. I just wanted to keep you guys updated on this. Perfection 100 all-in-one facial eye cream. This is the one I was like, facial eye cream? Why does it have to be facial and eye cream? I don't know. Rock and Roni. That's a good song. Oh, that's a really weird seal. Look, they used a big seal on that little tiny top there. It doesn't fit. That's funny. But hey, at least they sealed it. So another eye cream. I don't know if I'll keep it or not. And then the Uma or Woma or however you say it, Batter Boom mascara. I have the full size that I actually paid my money for. So I will not be opening this. I will be putting this in a giveaway for show. By the way, I'm going to have 2 giveaways coming up here not too long from now, because one is going to be my 46th birthday giveaway, which is going to be next month. And let me see, because let me see if I can figure out what this is. So next month, Thanksgiving is on, what day is Thanksgiving? Sometimes my birthday falls on Thanksgiving, but it's not this time. But my birthday, I think Thanksgiving is on the 25th, which is 2 days after my birthday. Which means, sorry, we had to move you a little bit so I could see, which means that I will hopefully be doing the giveaway so that it will be a gift certificate. It will be open worldwide, because I'm going to do a gift certificate of $46, since I'll be 46. And it'll be just before Black Friday. So hopefully that will be like, yay, spending money to get in on all the sales. And hopefully that's not the money that I need in order to shop my Black Friday sales. But the last thing that we got then is this brush from Farah, F-A-R-A-H, medium angled shading brush. I don't think I have anyone from this brand. It's got like some little extra stray hairs that I'll have to cut off. But I do like brushes, and I figure for the most part, the more the merrier. Let me see if I don't think I have any of these brushes in here. So the other giveaway is going to be because of hitting 100 on YouTube. That's exciting. I've been doing that for a minute, and I haven't gotten anywhere close. So this is really cool. So, there's the hair. Yeah, I'm going to put the knife in my brush set. I'll have 2 giveaways coming up, and then, of course, whenever I hit 7K on IG, I'll do another one. So thank you guys for participating and helping me get there, because that's really, really cool. All right, so as far as my Ipsy Glam bag, is it worth it? $12? Because the only thing really I got that I'm going to keep is that brush. No, it's not. The having the bag, like I said, I'm gonna probably put those together. I might keep them for a while and then fill them with things for the women's shelter, some necessities and whatnot that they need. Necessities that they need. That's a little redundant. And I could actually take some of these things that they have, like the cleansers and whatnot. I might keep some of those for it. But I think the cleanser, this might go to hubby. I don't know if I'll keep this or not. I have 2 eye creams I'm currently working with, or eye serums I'm working with. And then I have 3 more that are sitting there waiting for me to get to them. And it seems like every single one I get, every single box, whatever, every month at least I get 1 eye serum. Giveaway ready for when you hit 100K on IG. I am so gonna enter your giveaway. It's gonna be awesome and epic and all those things. I mentioned to you guys or I posted about this guy. This is fun. So this is the Voluminous Original in Deep Violet. And I do like, I know some people said check out the ColourPop, which I'm definitely going to do as far as colored mascaras. But this is, deep purple. I like the idea of having it deep because I feel like it's not so in your face like, hey, I have colored lashes. I think this is more wearable. The things that YouTubers do, but then say they hate doing, saying words like wearable. Yeah. So anyway, so I posted. You guys saw a couple days ago. I posted about it, and it was really cute. I like it. I'm going to try it a few more times and see how it goes. I have a couple other colors. I have a blue and I have a green. The green one is from AOA Studio, and the blue one is from CoverGirl. They're back there, but I'm not going to grab them out. It's getting hot in here. Maybe all these candles I'm lighting, or the fact that he fixed the heat. That's probably more like it. So I don't know. It seemed like there was some other stuff I was going to talk about too. I just talk too much and then I forget what I'm going to talk about, but that's okay. So I had one more thing show up. And this was a surprise because I didn't think I was supposed to get this until, I mean, I knew it was coming today, but only a couple days ago did I know that it was on its way. Body by Brianna's here. Sherry Baby's here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I got a notification. I did the thing, guys. I did it. I got sucked in. It's not my fault. I am not responsible for my actions. So this is what we got. Adept Cosmetics. Can you read that backwards? Tibeta. Adept Cosmetics. Want to see what's in here? I got one because I'm like, they're going to be discontinued. I've been looking at this for a minute. Let's just go ahead and do it and put it on Afterpay so I can pay it in 4, so I don't feel like I'm paying that much, even though I'm paying the same amount. And then I put 4 things on Afterpay for them for the 2 weeks, and then it kind of doesn't make sense. Priscilla, you kind of need to think about that. This is the one I got. Oh, it's so pretty. Look how gorgeous that is. Plain Jane. There's the cover. This is the second cover, I think, right? Yeah, Adept. I just kept hearing about. I'm not crazy about their new palettes, and especially given the price point. Like, I will pay that price for like duochromes or like special shiny shifty ones, but not mattes. I won't, because you can get really good mattes for not a whole lot of money at all. So yeah, I'm not gonna pay that much for a palette that has mostly mattes. I have not swatched this. I have not touched it. I opened it and literally went, oh. I said, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait for my live stream. I'm going to do it with you guys. Let me swatch this because I know you guys want me to. Oh, wow. You guys have seen this already. I don't have to act like you haven't seen it, but I haven't seen it in person. AC11, AC12, can we count? AC13, AC14. That's what they look like. AC14 is slightly less liquidy than the others. 2. That one's a little chunky. There's like a bit of something in there. Hopefully there's not any more bits. Just made a JD Glow order. I have not ever ordered from JD Glow. I need to do that. I'm going to put a little bit more of this purple on because I feel like it didn't really pick up that well. Because it's a pinky swatch. Look at those. Look at those. Those are on the neutral side for me, but hey, they're beautiful. This one right here, the shine and shimmer on that is so pretty. Can't really see it efficiently on the screen, but AC15, AC16. I kind of like that they have them numbered instead of like fancy names. I also like the ones that are like Battleship, where they're like they go across the top and they go across the bottom. AC17. Why am I yawning? Oh, I know I'm yawning because that all last night that I couldn't sleep. I was so happy though that they got over here. I sent her an email. I was like, thank you so much for getting on this right away. Because like the other manager that apparently is no longer there for good reason, just she didn't get anything done. It took her forever to like answer basic requests. So those are the next 4. So pretty. Swatch live for JD Glue. I will have to do that. I gotta get caught up on lives. There's so many that I want to watch. I love lives. I think they're so much fun. They're so much fun to do, and they're so much fun to watch. And they're actually my favorite format. But I'm kind of irritated because now everybody's doing lives. Have you noticed that? Like everybody is doing lives. And I was like, this was going to be my thing. I was going to be cool and do lives while everybody else is doing their. I feel like I need to slap somebody right now. Any volunteers? This one is so good. I need to slap someone. Look at this. Look at look at that pinky. Okay, you're seeing like bright fuchsia. I'm seeing green. Like let me see how it swatches. These are the last four. That teal is really pretty too. Yeah, definitely not neutral. Ooh. I want to see if you can get that green. Okay, there you see. You see the green at the top? This one? Oh, man. That is especial. Ooh. 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 You should try doing a live. They're fun. And you can do them short. That's the thing is you don't have to do like a hour-long live. Like I just talk a lot. That's my superpower. Actually, communication is my superpower. So that includes talking and writing and everything else. Oh my goodness, these are pretty. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. That's what inspired Handel's Messiah, the Plain Jane palette. Historical fact. Just kidding, it's not. I will definitely be getting into that one. Oh, this one here just rips out my soul and licks it and hands it back to me. I don't even know what that is. That just sounds like something my dog would do, except not the ripping out my soul, because she's not like that. Electroplasmatic. I like that. I don't know what it means, but I like it. Welcome to our party. Oh, yes, this is so pretty. So if you haven't tried Adept, based on those swatches, I would say they are good to try. Based on the prices, I don't know. I know that the super shiny, sparkly, duochromy, multi-chromy things are expensive. But I just don't have a lot to compare them to. So I need to get into more of that, like JD Glow and Cleona and some of that. I haven't done any of that. And so hopefully I will. You guys can send me suggestions. Send me your top 10 singles, indie singles that I should get. Then I got to get a good palette for it. But I got an Amazon one that I like pretty well that I've got most of my Sydney Grace shadows in. But I also want to get a Sydney Grace palette so I can put hers in so I can use this one for like generic mismatch, whatever. Well, that was Adept. Now we're back to Ace Beaute. I'm going to just swatch these Natasha Denona just for fun because I want to swatch them because I haven't swatched them. And it's all about me right now. It's all about me. It's all about... No, it's not that. That's not the way the song goes. Oh, that's interesting. This reminds me of another color that I was debating keeping the palette just for that color. And now it's in the Natasha Denona, but maybe a better formula. So, Danessa Myricks. That looks so pretty. But I just watched Millie. I'm sure you watch her. What is her channel? She likes shiny, shitty things. She likes colorful shadows, especially. She talks like... How my name is... I can't talk that fast. Anyway, and she's kind of monotone when she talks all the time, but she gets really excited about things, and then she talks faster. There's like no intonation in her voice. Not exactly. That's an extreme. That was not accurate, Priscilla. But no, that's kind of what she reminds me of. It's kind of funny. It's kind of like I was talking about Samantha March, and she gets on there, the next video that I'm really excited to do or whatever it is, and there's like no shift. Like, I'm so excited for this. Me, I'm like so over expressive. That's them. That's pretty. Okay, that's Natasha Denona. I think I can do some pretty stuff with that. Now, Miss Charlie says it's not that great. It might not be. But also, I don't have a whole lot to compare it to except my other one that I really was not that impressed with. So hopefully this will be better. I'm going to need to get another wipe because that one's getting all saturated with color. My Fisher Price dollar store wipes are almost done. That's okay. I got other wipes that I get out of freaking BoxyCharm and stuff like that because they think I need wipes. Don't send me wipes, people. That's one of the most annoying things. Don't send me any freaking wipes. I don't want them. Okay. I think I'm going to like this. We'll see. I'll try it on the eyeballs and see. Not actually on the eyeballs. Don't put your stuff on your eyeballs, people. Put it on your eyelids. Much better. Much better. The other day I was doing this underneath my eye, and then I accidentally opened up too much, and I went with the bristles right across my eyeball, and I was like, it feels horrible. It's like a little bit, like scratchy and stuff like that. Should I actually swatch this or just get into it? I think I'm gonna just get into it. I guess that was a rhetorical question. Sorry, guys. I am gonna use my primer that I'm panning, so I can hopefully get through it. I did scrape some down. I just stuck the back side of a brush. Nope, that's not it. The back side of a brush into it and pulled some down the side. So hopefully I can get a good amount here. Yeah, there's quite a bit there now. Where is my? I can't see anything without my glasses. So if you guys talk to me, I'm sorry. I probably won't answer until I'm done doing this. So we're gonna do 2 looks, one on each eye, like I do on Wednesdays, because that's what we do on Wednesdays. I was thinking of changing this so that I have 3 lives a week, because right now I do Wednesday and Sunday. Oh, and I think I'm going to change Sunday to 1 o'clock, because that seemed to work better for scheduling last week for some reason. So we'll try that. But then I was thinking of doing like a Friday sort of thing. Like my Friday shenanigans that I did where I was tattling on BoxyCharm. I might do that where it's just kind of like a fun, like have conversation about the beauty industry and just life in general. We can talk about all the stuff that you're not supposed to talk about, like politics and religion, and just do it for fun. And talk smack and still love each other. Do you guys believe in that? I am a firm believer that if we all just talk smack about each other, like they did back in the olden days. Remember the olden days? I sound like a fogey now. But no, you remember, I'll use this new brush just to see how it is. You remember, I say you remember as if you were there, as if I was there. But back in like, even the beginning of, like the first part of the United States, well, even 100 years ago, rhetoric and argument were taught as good things, and discussing things like politics and religion was essential for a learned person. And so I was just checking to see if I was missing anybody's messages or anything. Actually, I gotta get rid of, hold on a second. IG, you guys are gonna move a little bit for a second because okay. I gotta make sure nobody's talking to me on YouTube. I don't get a lot of people, but once in a while somebody pops up and they're talking to me and I'm ignoring them, and I feel bad. Okay, what was I saying? Oh yeah, back in the day they used to teach people how to have arguments, because that is how you make the world a better place. You have to be willing to disagree. And this idea that we have, oh, let's just agree to disagree, that is so unhealthy. So unhealthy. And it doesn't work, because all that means is you're basically shutting up the other person. You're like, I'm not going to listen to any more. And then we say, I'm going to agree. We'll just agree to disagree, which it doesn't work. It really doesn't. That's not what you're doing. What you're doing is you're really shutting up the other person, and nobody's agreeing at all. It's just, And the thing is, if you have something that you're willing to express, in my opinion, you should be able to fight for that, which means you should be able to have your opinions tested. I'm going into persimmon, which is the orange yellowy shade. Yeah. But no, I'm a firm believer that you better know what you're discussing. And if you put it out there and somebody bests you in an argument, then it's kudos to them. And you better say kudos to you, man. I didn't know what I was talking about. Or maybe I did know what I was talking about, but you brought another thing to light. Because just because you lose an argument doesn't mean that you didn't know what you were doing. It just means that somebody else might have a perspective that you never thought of. And if you're going to make your argument strong, this is what I teach my students when I'm teaching them rhetoric or I'm teaching them critical thinking. You need to expose yourself to contrary beliefs, contrary ideas. Otherwise, you can never truly understand your side. And this is with politics and everything else. And this is one of the reasons I'll just put it out there. One of the reasons that I find, or I have found, the last few years have kind of made me wonder, but I have found largely that right-leaning people's, I don't like to say conservative and liberal because that's not very accurate, but right-leaning persons are generally very, very favorable to speak to about things that matter because they are able to have disagreements and still respect people after it. People on the left cannot, for the most part. That's a generalization. Now, I'm not either. I'm somewhat in the middle. In many ways, fiscally and whatnot, I'm more right-leaning, but in many of the social issues, I'm more moderate or left-leaning, but not all of them. I mean, the things you expect me to be on one side, on the other side of both. So you can't really categorize me. You have to ask me. But yeah, and so actually so I'm more libertarian, or I am libertarian, but I'm also not like a, staunch libertarian, like, oh my goodness, you have to fly the libertarian flag, otherwise I don't respect you. Okay, so this is candy corn, which is that red. I just wanted to see how bright these get. They do pretty well. I'm going to turn down the light a little bit so we can see. I think that's a little bit better. Oh, I need to pull this up. I need to zoom in, guys. All right, hold on. We're going to zoom. That means, y'all know what that means. Grab this stack of books, pull it towards me. Hey, hi, how are you? You can't ride the fence. Oh, you can ride whatever you want, as long as you can balance. You argue with folks. You must do customer service. I did customer service for years. I was so good at it. I was the one people are like, you never get a soup call because you always get them taken care of. And I would get people at the end of it. They're like, oh, tell that girl that I spoke to you before. Thank you so much. She was so nice. And I'm like, no, that was me. I didn't actually transfer you. But they would be so convinced I had transferred them because I resolved their issue. And they didn't think that a regular peon could resolve their issue. Of course, I didn't stay a peon for very long. It was less than a month. And I was promoted to supervisor because, as I said, communication is my superpower. And I can convince people very easily. I can talk them through things and stuff without them realizing. But as soon as you put labels on things, and that's the problem with politics right now, you can't have a conversation because as soon as you say Republican, Democrat, or you say Joe Biden is, and then whether it's positive or negative, you put something at the end of that, people label you and nothing else you say will matter because they'll start throwing out racist, they'll start throwing out all this other kind of junk, accusations that have nothing to do with anything. It's just you're on the other side, so you must be the enemy. It's just so unhealthy. We're just so messed up. Okay, so I'm going into pine cone. I think that's what I went into the first. I'm like, did I reach into chestnut? I don't know. But I'm just deepening this up over here. And I'm just trying to make this color on the outside kind of glow, which I think is working. I kind of want to go into chestnut, though, just to really deepen it up. I'm not in there yet, but let's see. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I think I'm going to go into chestnut a little bit just to put it right here on the outer side, outer edge. And I'm using that same brush. I'm not cleaning it off in between because I'm mixing the shadows together anyhow, so who cares? If I need to, like between the orange and the red, I did go into my little fake color switch that I got from AOA Studio. I got to do another order from AOA Studio because I think one of my giveaways I'm going to send stuff again because I do like that. I like getting a box of goodies from someone. So I'm like, well, that's something I enjoy. So why wouldn't somebody else enjoy it? That's pretty. 25 years next week. Oh, girl, I could barely last. It's a good thing they promoted me. If they hadn't promoted me, honey, And then I worked I worked for a company called West Telemarketing. They're horrid, but I didn't work for them very long because our client was uh, DirecTV, and they're amazing, or were amazing. I don't know if they are, as far as for their um, employees. I don't know about anybody else, but for us, they were great. I'm tapping back into the red and the orange just to illuminate that a little bit, and then I'm going to grab just a clean, fluffy brush and kind of run that along the edge just to kind of fluff it out and blend it out. I like things a little graphic, so I don't mind if they're a little less blended, but I am actually going to, just so I can use as much as possible, I'm going to go into Squash, which is this pink, just lightly tap that on the edge, just so I can kind of blend out, especially this red, because it's, it's red. Blend that out here. I have this weird bump here. It was like a zit, and now it's like a boil of some sort, but then I'm like, it kind of popped. You needed to hear that, right? You're so glad I told you that this zit thing on my face popped. But now it's just sitting there like, but it feels like there's still something in it. So I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's like not like a normal pimple. I don't usually get pimples because of my oils. They pretty much clean it out. So I might just have to put extra oil on this and see if I can draw out whatever's in there and see if that will take care of things. So I'm putting a little bit extra of the red. Again, just so it really glows. Okay, now I like that intensity. That's some really pretty. PSI Rita joined. Finance. Yeah, finance that can be its own thing. I didn't really like billing. I did technical support when I worked for DirecTV, so I really enjoyed that. But I don't know if I'd like finance. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do for the second look. So I'm going to just swatch all four of the shimmers and see which one I should go with. I don't necessarily want a monochromatic, but I want it to make sense. Maybe I'm going to do the outside and the inside on this one, and then do these two on the other ones. Or, I don't know, maybe. Yeah, let's do that. So I'm just going to put them on with my fingers because I have them on my fingers, and why not? That shimmer is really pretty. So this is the one that's Spice. I'll reach in and get a little bit more. I have to tilt my head back like this because I have that wrinkle that goes right through it that you can kind of see. And if I don't do this, it'll make it so that, ooh, that's pretty. It'll make it so that the wrinkle doesn't get like filled with the color, and there'll be like a white strip inside the wrinkle if I open my eyes or close my eyes that much. But see, there's a little bit there. I have to like go way back and kind of look down, and then there we go. All right, so that is apple on the inside and spice on the outside. Ooh, apple spice. That's so nice. I'm cheesy, I know. This is cute. Does anybody else agree with me? Is it cute? Or am I just barking up my own tree? I put a little bit of apple on the inner corner because it's it's a nice little light sort of thing. Here's a little trick for you. If you have a color or you don't have a color that's really an inner corner highlight, like this is a little dark for an inner corner highlight, but I like the color of it because it matches everything else. You just go over the top of it with shimmer, whatever that's going to be. Yo, shim, and that will kind of help to brighten it up a little bit. I'm actually going to try it with a little bit of the Alamar. See if I lied to you. Why am I coughing again? So y'all know that all of you that have been around, I've had bronchitis since July. And then I thought it was almost over, and then cool weather, popped in, and then I'm not back to like, just so annoying. So this is the Alamar right over the top. and that gives a nice pop. But it still keeps that same color. So I like to do that. That's my own little technique. All right, well, I'm going to say this is a victory. I don't have a mascara to put over it right now because I'm not trying oh, no, I'm not trying a mascara. So we'll just leave it as that. Yoshira is here. Yoshi, I have something to talk to you about when we come down to Aswa. Just letting you know. I got to remember to send you a message. I'm trying so hard to get back into the schedule of my doctoral classes. Honey, it's so hard. It's so hard to get into that like groove of studying again after being out of them for so long. And I love it. I love the reading part of it. But then I'm like, deadlines. And I'm like overwhelmed at the thought of deadlines. If I just sit down and do the work, I can do it. But it's the thinking about deadlines that's got me overwhelmed. And so that's what's kind of freaking me out. So when I'm cleaning my brushes, just to let you know kind of how I like to do this, I run them off in this color switch thing once I'm done using them. And then I like to just wipe them on a damp wipe just to make sure any excess stuff is off of it. That usually takes care of everything. Then I would throw those in that cup, but I'm using the cup for juice, so I can't. When are we coming? January. We bought the tickets. The 15th. We should be there. So I will see you. I'll bring you some makeup. I'll bring you some pretties for your face. But not from the company that sells pretties for your face, because I don't know them. I just know about them. MSQ brush. I haven't been telling you the brushes. Do you care? I'm sorry. Okay. So I guess now, unfortunately, it's so sad, guys. I'm going to have to use purple. Aren't you sad for me? That was sarcasm because, I love purple. But I also want to use a pumpkin pie in autumn. So I don't know how I should do that. Maybe I should do... Yeah, I think I'll do it that way. Okay. You like how I talk to myself here and as if you guys gave me any input? Yeah, it'll be fun. We'll have to hang out at the beach and chillax. But I also want we need to do some work too. You know me, I can't sit. So I have to be doing stuff. Otherwise, I get antsy. So I always have to be using my brain and productive. That's one of the things that is different about me and Caribbean people. Caribbean people are so and I am to a certain point, but I mean, if I'm sitting down and I'm just kind of chillaxing, I can do that, but I have to kind of be doing something else at the same time. So if I have another project I'm working on, and then I'm kind of coordinating that with something else, then I can. Oh, I don't want to do that. Then I can focus and whatnot, and just sit and talk and relax and shoot the breeze, so they say. But when I am, if I don't have that kind of stuff going on, then I just feel like I'm just wasting my life. And so then I have to go read. I have to do something else. I don't like to just sit and watch people. And this gets me in trouble sometimes, especially with Caribbean women, particularly Haitian women, because Haitian women are very social in the kitchen. They want to sit in the kitchen. You know about this, Yoshi. Think Sophia. You want to sit in the kitchen and talk, which is cool. But if I'm not helping you, I don't want to sit in the kitchen, because to me, that's where I get chased out and like, get out of the kitchen. I'm busy. That's what we do in the UNI. We don't want people in the kitchen with us. I mean, in at least in Midwestern Scandinavian worlds, if you're not doing something, get out of the kitchen. You're in my way. So yeah, it's not really a place of socializing here. And it is very much in the Caribbean, especially in Haiti. So it gets me in trouble with a lot of the Haitian women. I actually I get along really well with Yoshi and Sophia. But sometimes it's hard for me to get along with Haitian women. I get along really well with Haitian men. because we can talk about the things like politics, and they like that, and they actually find it kind of funny that American woman, is talking politics with them, but they appreciate that I've studied and I know, and I can take the time to talk to them about those things that matter. So it's kind of fun. But yeah, for Haitian women, they just kind of want to sit and chat about nothing, or they'll just sit there like for hours and not even say anything. I'm like, what is the point of this? But there's a point. That's the way, they social. I can't do it. It's not how I was brought up. It's so different for me. But it's very interesting to watch and to see that. That's kind of I've sat there and watched like Haitian women just wash clothes together. They don't even say a word. They just sit there, but they need to be together. It's like such a sisterhood. It's very interesting. Cultures are so weird. Um, do I want to do a halo eye? I just answered my question. Thank you. Thank you for Priscilla for answering your own question. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of halo eye. That's not what I started doing, so if it looks a little wonky, that's why. But hey, hello. Like that? Okay, so what did I do on this one? I did those two. So that means I'm going to do the other. I'm going to do cherry pie and cider. Oh yeah, I can do that in a halo eye. Because I'll do cherry pie on the outside of the halo, meaning the inside and the outside, and then I'll do the green, the cider on the inner part. That's going to be so cute. This is a Farrah brush too. Oh, that's my other Farrah brush. Okay. There's little stringies on this one too. I should cut those off, but I'll just use the other side and hopefully it doesn't shed on me. Don't shed on me. Oh, that's don't tread on me. Isn't that the saying from 1770, 76, whatever it was? My American history is not as good as my Caribbean history. Actually, I should clarify that my American history is not as good as my Haitian and Jamaican history. The rest of the Caribbean, I'm not that great on. The Caribbean history is really complex because there's so many countries and they were all going through such different things at the same time. So there's not like a common theme necessarily from one country to the next. Even like, you would think like, oh, during the slave era it was this. No, it wasn't, because they were all like the words there, they were all like ruled by different European countries, and different European countries had different laws. They had different practices and whatnot. They all got independence at different times and for different reasons. It's very, very interesting. Okay, this green, the apple one, doesn't want to pick up with a brush. So we're going to just tap in with the finger. I could wet the brush, but ain't nobody got time for all that. So we're not going to do it. So we're tapping the green right in the middle. And that is some pretty. Look at that pretty. Ooh. Ooh. Makeup Diaries here. Let's see who else we got. OHMSV is here. Miss Charlie's doing her skincare. It's pretty. Look at that green over the pink. I'm glad I did a halo eye on this. I think that was the right choice. I just want to sit here and watch it shimmer, shimmer. That's what is her name? Beauty and the Frizz. Kara. She's so cute, and her kids are adorable. I love her kids. They make me so happy. Yes, you need some classes. Okay, cool. We can make that happen. I also need to talk to you about maybe doing classes there. We'll talk. See. Because I want to use my. I told Rudy that too. That's my husband. I said if we're going to the DR, I'm not gonna sit there while you and Ezekiel talk for hours and hours and hours and hours. Like, I mean, they're gonna like be speaking in Creole the whole time, and I can understand, but like, it takes effort for me to really follow. So, no. He's like, oh, it's because that's what he'll do. He'll like bring me along, and then he'll be like, oh, well, I'm just gonna talk to my friend for a few minutes, and it'll be like hours later. It's so funny because he's such a communicator in Creole, but not in English. He's still scared of English. Don't tell him I said this. This is a secret. He's he feels uncomfortable still because when you're in a group setting, in this is how it is in any language. They start using idioms and stuff like that, especially if they're not used to talking to somebody outside of the country, or if they're not specifically talking to him. They're just kind of talking to the group. They say all sorts of things, and then I'm going to use a pencil brush to kind of get it into this chestnut color so I can line the bottom a little bit. But yeah, they start talking about things and using, like phrases that we know or like references we know, pop references or whatever. And sorry, alarm went off. So then he's like, what in the world are they talking about? And rather than saying, hey, I don't know what you're talking about, he'll either pretend and then agree to something he didn't mean to agree to, or he'll just walk away and call somebody on the phone so he has an excuse to talk to somebody else in Creole. And so I'm like, you like sit down, just talk to people and just get to know. You have to do it eventually. I have to do it, and when I speak Spanish or I speak Creole or whatever, it's the same thing. But it's just hard for him to say, "Hey, I don't know what you said. Can you repeat that?" or something like that. That's just not something he's used to doing. So I'm like, so his buddy is down there, and so he's really excited to go see him. And I was like, you're going to go sit and talk to him for hours and hours and hours. I'm not going to be able to keep up, because my Creole is not that good. And so I'm like, so I need something to do. So I need to talk to you guys about having a project to work on while I'm there and whatnot. So, but those are the Ace Beaute palettes. This side is a little bit weird. It's like got a lump here. It's also got that bump there. We're gonna ignore that. I'm gonna reach back in with the same brush that I kind of used, and I'm gonna use the viewfinder. Hopefully, it seems like the viewfinder reveals these unevennesses. Is that a word? I don't think that's a word. I probably shouldn't be teaching anybody anything if I don't know my own language. But yeah, I feel like this just kind of reveals the unevenness that I don't see directly in the mirror. But it's fun. That's exciting. Okay, that's better. Yeah, because it looked like there was a lump. It still looks a little bit weird, but hey, you'll forgive me, right? I really love this halo eye. I'm gonna have to recreate that when I do the looks for real. So I don't know if I should put this into my regular rotation now for next month. You like this one better or this one? The one with the green. This is the one with the green. This is the one with the orange and the red. Which one do we like better? I think I like this one the best. I like the halo one with the green in the middle. It's fun. Look how fun it is. Yeah, makeup is it's so therapeutic. Like just sitting down and putting stuff on your face, it slows you down. You kind of just breathe a little bit slowly. Yeah, I like the one with the green too. But they're both cute. You just kind of slow everything down and relax, and life just gets a little more simple. So when you have stress going on, makeup can be a very good anti-stress. So here in the US, that means all the time because we always have stress going on in the US. Tell me I'm wrong. Anyone who's in the US, tell me we don't always have stress going on. That was one of the things I tried to explain to my husband before he got here. I'm like, you don't understand how stressful the United States is. When I was living in Haiti, I was so chill, like all the time. I was like, no, and not for that reason. No, we did not do any illicit substances. No, that's Jamaica, not Haiti. No, I'm sure you can still get it in Haiti, but I wouldn't know. Yeah, I like the one with the green too. Yeah, look at that, just pop, bam, in your face. That green is, woo, so pretty. But yeah, I was so relaxed in Haiti. I was just like, everything's cool. Even when things were stressful, it was still, there was just something about the environment. You could just kind of go out and breathe. And you can't do that here. It's like you don't have time to sit and, you know, think about things or take a load off and just unwind. So that's why we do YouTube videos. But it's fun. But yeah, I'm starting my doctoral classes now, so I'm super crazy busy. I'm using this palette. This is the new Ace Beaute. Now I heard they changed their formula. I've got a couple of their other their other palettes, but I think I've got old formulas. This is the one. Isn't that pretty, pretty, pretty? Yeah, she was asking what palette I'm using, so that's the palette that I'm using. Yeah, so I have a couple of others, and I don't know if they add up the same because I haven't actually used them. But I have one coming up, I think. So we'll see. But I do definitely want to try to use this. But I actually feel like this is a very Christmas palette too. Like the reds and stuff. It's really good. Okay, see you later, Yushira. All right, so yeah, that's pretty cute. Pretty cute. I like them both. I like the intensity of it, and it'll show up better, a little bit better in pictures. If you are on YouTube, it's it's not that great. I'll say hi to him. Yes, I will for sure. Yeah, if you're on YouTube, the lighting is, you know how it is. I shouldn't be drinking my juice here because it's going to stain the carpet if I spill it. So don't spill it, Priscilla. Anyway, so that's the look. I can put my glasses back on, or those are the looks, I should say. I'll take pictures of them and post those so you guys can use those for reference if you would like to do that. And hopefully the pictures will show up the shimmer, show up the shimmer. The shimmer will show up in the, there we go. The shimmer will show up in the pictures a little bit better than it does here on the cameras. I need suggestions of a camera to get. So I told my husband, I'm like, you should buy me a camera for Christmas or for my birthday or whatever. And, and he's like, how much is a camera? And so I showed him one that was like 2,500. And he was like, oh, and I was like, okay, no. So then I tried to show him some that were cheaper, but I don't know which ones are good that are cheaper. But I figured if I show him that one that's 2,500, then when I show him one that's 1,000 or maybe 700 or maybe, I don't know, can you get a um, decent camera for that? I'm gonna have to research and find out if you can get something that's decent for that price. Because I would like to get one, but this is not my occupation. This is not going to be. This is just for fun. I don't make a dime off of this. This is just for fun and relaxation and camaraderie, and because you guys are fun, so I could come and hang out with you. Because you come and hang out with me, and I feel so special. I keep telling my husband, I'm like, I have people that depend on me. If I don't do my videos, they're gonna be very upset that I haven't shown up. He's like, right. Like, well, no, I'm like, I'm famous for like 3 people, 5 people, or something like that. But no, it's great. You guys have been fantastic supporting me and hanging out and liking my stuff and getting over to my YouTube channel. I'm so close to 100, so close to 100. And when I get to 100, I will do a giveaway. And I don't know what I'm going to give away. Because I know for my birthday, I'm going to give a gift certificate for $46. Because that's my age. Or that will be my age. So I'm going to do that in the next couple weeks. I'll run that so that it can get out to whoever it is before Black Friday. Make sure that they can use that for shopping. And then, because that's pretty significant. $46, 100 on YouTube. And then asked 101. Yeah, once I get 100 in YouTube, then I'm going to do another giveaway. So I'm going to do one for my birthday, which is about a month from now. But I'm going to do it like maybe in 2 weeks. I'm going to start the giveaway because I want to have a week for people to sign up for it and do what they need to do for it. I haven't decided what they need to do, but I'll make a game of it somehow. And then I need to have a little bit of time so I can make sure to get it and email it to them, and they have time to go shopping. So, because you don't want too many impulse buys. I mean, for that, we're going to do it. YouTube is the same name as here. So it's still 40 plus, exactly spelled the same way. And yeah, so follow me on there, subscribe on there. The quality of the pictures, the quality of the videos, it's not the same. I at some point might be able to get on there and do videos that are just exclusive to YouTube. I would like to do that. I just have had a problem with editing because the files don't want to go from my phone to my computer. And that's what I've been doing live streams. Because I mean, I have recorded a few with my um, just my webcam on my computer, but yeah, I don't know. So anyway, hopefully I will yeah, hopefully I'll be able to get a camera and maybe start doing some exclusive stuff just for YouTube. So that's not the same thing. I don't want like YouTube to just push people to IG or IG to just push people to YouTube. I want them to be unique and whatnot, but I have to have the time to do that. And your girl's busy. So yeah, I do set this time aside because it's like I said, it's therapeutic. It's good for me. I get to unload and vent things and talk about all sorts of crazy stuff and whatnot. I give my opinion whether or not you want to hear it. It's okay. You can click off if you don't want to hear it. I hope you don't, but you can click off if you don't want to hear it. Anyway, yeah, and then so I don't know what is a good giveaway. Do you guys like a whole bunch of stuff, or do you like a very specific, like sending a few things, like 5 or 6 things that I really enjoy? But the thing is, I don't necessarily want to, because some of the things I enjoy would be like complexion specific, and that's not going to work for everybody. Or like eyebrow stuff is not going to work for everybody. And I don't want to necessarily be like, okay, what color are you for this? What color are you for that? That sort of thing. So then I'm like, I could do eyeshadow palettes, but those are all so iffy because everybody has a different taste and different style and whatnot. I could just pick up some inexpensive things that I really enjoy and send those out. I do think gift certificates are good idea, but they're not as much fun because you're not like getting a bunch of stuff. I mean, it's cool to get a gift certificate because you can spend it however you want. But what do you guys like for giveaways? What's your favorite giveaway? Maybe I'll do a poll on that, or a question, something or other story on that. What's your favorite giveaway you've ever done? So anyhow, I'm yawning now. It's maybe time to get to sleep and get up early and start working on my schoolwork again. And I got lessons and students and all that kind of stuff to work with. And just something random. Yeah, I think random is fun. I just have to make sure that I have the right random stuff. Because I don't want to like waste time or money on things that you're not going to like. Because that's kind of like, people are like, oh, I don't really like this. Well, if I didn't buy it, then I'm fine with it. But if I bought it for you, then I'm like, well, that was a bummer. I could have bought him something else. Can I just take you shopping with me? We'll just go shopping and then, put whatever you want in the basket and we'll check out. Which is basically a gift certificate. So I could just do a gift certificate. We'll see, guys. We'll see. But I do have a few things here that I'll throw into it. Definitely, you're going to get whoever. Well, it might not be the 100, but might not be the next one coming up for 100 subs on YouTube. But the Uma, I don't know. This guy will go in there, so you have a mascara for sure. And then maybe a couple of these other things. Maybe this eye cream will go in there. I'm not sure if the Murad will go in there or not. I have to decide if I want to use that. This is the Retinol Youth Renewal eye Night Cream. Anyway, that's all I got. That was it. I think that was fun. And I will see you guys in the next one. Yeah, this is a little teeny tiny mascara. Isn't it cute? It's a little deluxe sample mascara. I have the big one, though, so I don't need that one. So I'll pass it on. We'll pass it on. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me, guys. And we will be back with you on Sunday again. I think 1 o'clock is what we're going to do. I'm playing with the times here. I think that it works to go maybe a little bit earlier. So we might start doing maybe 7 o'clock on Wednesdays. And then we'll decide if we want to do a Friday thing or not. Friday shenanigans is kind of a fun idea. This Friday is my anniversary. But my hubby will be working later. But earlier we're going to we're going to go out and celebrate 5 fabulous years. Well, the last couple years have been pretty fabulous. The first couple were a little bit shaky. So. Oh yes. Well, you can rewatch it. So I'll post. She said she was late for the eyeshadow application. You can go and rewatch on the. It'll be on my IG, so you can watch the video again if you want to see how the eyeshadow went on. That's all we got. I'm yawning now, so I should get going. So I'll talk to you guys later. It was great to see you. Bye.